Hi there, Davey CRETIN here for CRETIN Classics, and I'm going to do a song review of the new song by Dream Theater called Night Terror. Filming this third week of October. The song was released a few weeks ago, about 10 or 11 days ago, October 10th, 2024. The song is from their forthcoming reunion album with Mike Portnoy. Comes out February 7th, a week before Valentine's Day next year, 2025. So about 3.5 months from now or so. Everyone in the metal community who are fans of prog metal and Dream Theater are really looking forward to this record. And they gave us a nice taster here. The record is going to be 8 tracks, about 71 minutes long. This is track number 2 on the record, Night Terror. Track 2 of 8. 10 minutes out of 71 minutes, you get about 1/7 of the album. And this is a fine song, a really good song. In fact, the more I hear this song, the more it grows on me. So I'm really enjoying it, and each time I hear it, I hear other subtleties, nuances. For example, it's great having Mike Portnoy back on drums and backing vocals. And I'm hoping that he's written some of the lyrics to at least 1 or 2 of these songs, but we don't know that yet. This particular song, Night Terror, is credited to the band. The music is credited to the band, basically the 4 musicians, I would imagine. And I guess James Labrie with the vocal harmonies are considered in the mix there. And the lyrics by Mr. John Petrucci, who's done the bulk of the Dream Theater lyrics going back their whole career, especially since Portnoy left. But now Mike is back. I'm hoping for some Mike Portnoy lyrics on the record. And John Young writes some really good lyrics, some good songs, going all the way back to the beginning of the band. So I'm hoping that the rhythm section supplies some lyrics here. But at any rate, on to the song itself. So the song is a hair under 10 minutes at 9 minutes 55 seconds. It starts off with this eerie intro, like it's building. And the fact that they released the song around Halloween, which is coming up very soon in America. All you American fans know the spooky, eerie Halloween time. And this song and video, especially the video, which is a little over 10 minutes with the ending credits, fits right into this time of year for Americans. Night Terror, it's a spooky song. I'm not sure if it's going to be a concept album, but it's definitely a thematic album, judging from the other track names on the record. All has to do with sleep disorders and what you think might be there, but isn't. Or is it? We'll find out in a few months. Getting back to the song itself, it starts off with this eerie intro, and then this typical Dream Theater build where you get the main riff from Petrucci on guitar. Bow, now, now, now. Bow, now, now, now. And then you get Portnoy with those massive fills that he does that bring the song in, and you're like, oh, Portnoy is back, and everyone is ecstatic, everyone is happy. Not to discredit Mike Mangini at all, because he did a fine job filling in. I've seen the band with Portnoy on drums going back to the very beginning. I saw the band live with, his name just flew right out of my head, Charlie Dominici, the late Charlie Dominici. I've even seen Dream Theater with Dominici. I saw that one oddball show with Steve Stone filling in on vocals when he was about to join the band, but then did not join the band. Labrie is great. I know he has his problems, but he's even older than I am. He's in his early 60s, and maybe he just can't hit those highs that he used to, thanks to the food poisoning incident in '94, which messed up his vocal cords, unfortunately ruptured them. But I'm really getting off base here. So the way Portnoy comes in, everyone's like, oh, Dream Theater are back. But they never really went away. It's just that fans have a particular fondness for a certain lineup, and this is the lineup. Kevin Moore can't be there, who's probably my favorite keyboard player in Dream Theater. So Rudess is there, and Jordan acquits himself quite well because he plays the keyboards almost the way a guitar player might play them. Maybe not as much as Sharinian did, but he's another fine keyboard player. At any rate, so Portnoy gets into his classic, as I call them, lead drum parts and fills right over the top of the riff. And then he does a real speedy drum fill. And then the quick, heavy part of the song comes in where they're all in unison, riffing together and rocking out. And this all sounds like classic Dream Theater, especially when James Labrie comes in with the vocals at the two-minute mark, a little over 2 minutes, 2+ minute mark. There's some nice synth work, some speedy synth work from Jordan, and he also does some nice piano plinking, as I call it, just hitting the chords on the piano where you hear them and you say, oh, that's a nice little catchy part. It's a bit of ear candy. However, it's mainly, let's face it, Dream Theater. It's mostly Petrucci and Portnoy's show here, with Labrie, of course, on vocals. And Jordan and My Young are more the colorists on this particular song. There's a catchy chorus, although I would have preferred if they used another word instead of hysteria. I don't know, maybe it reminds me of the Def Leppard album too much, maybe the word mysterious, but it's an extra syllable, maybe it didn't fit right. Petrucci liked the sound of hysteria. I don't know, I just wish there was another word there. So that's just a little minor quibble that just bothers me personally. I wrote down that Jordan has some really good synth sounds in the middle of the song, and then Petrucci comes in with his riffy lead before going full force into an almost speed metal section with hammer-ons, and then a very fleet-fingered solo where you could actually hear My Young and Portnoy underpinning him because there's no rhythm guitar at that point. Just Petrucci's going off on the guitar, and you hear the bass and you hear the drums. So that's really good. I like that. It's a little different because a lot of times on a lot of Dream Theater records, you just don't hear My Young like you did in the past. So it's nice to hear him on this song. I did want to say that and give John My Young some credit, who is a great bass player. But he plays more for the song and he's less showy than maybe the other guys in the band are. You can't have everyone trying to overplay because then you get the sound of the first album where they're all pushing the faders up, but going off on another tangent about When Dreaming Day and Night there. The more I hear this song, the more I enjoy it, the more I like it. Hear little subtleties, nuances. It's great having Portnoy back on vocals and drums, and there's a final vocal section after the long extended middle section, which Dream Theater are known for, of course. So Portnoy does a speedy outro solo, and Petrucci's really wailing on guitar, and the way he's hitting the notes and just speedy out the wazoo. Portnoy's trying to meet him and match him on the drums, so it's a really cool way that the song ends, and it has this sudden ending. The fact that these guys have over 2 million views on this video, which is the actual performance video of the song, in less than 2 weeks, means that it's a welcome return by Dream Theater to the metal genre, the prog metal genre, whatever you want to call it, the hard and heavy sounds. It's a great opening taste of the forthcoming album, and I'm reminding everyone, Parasomnia comes out February 7th of 2025. Catch the band on tour. They just started touring in Europe, and they will be coming to America in 2025. So I want to thank everyone for watching, and I recommend you check out this song. There's also an edited version you could find on Spotify of the song, sort of a radio version that the metal stations, college radio, whatever you want to call it, might play because it's about 6 minutes compared to the 10-minute length of the full song, which of course is the version I'd rather hear. And the edited version cuts out, a lot of the noodling, the soloing, but it's what happens. So I want everyone to rock out, prog on, and pogo. Like, subscribe, and comment below. What do you think of the new Dream Theater song? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you on it? Do you miss Mr. Mike Mangini on the drums? Another fine drummer, but I guess the majority of people wanted Portnoy back. Just like everyone wants a Floyd reunion, which is not going to happen. Maybe a Marillion reunion with Fish, which is not going to happen. But Dream Theater surprised everyone last year when they announced that Mike Mangini was out and Portnoy is back. So that's about it. Davey CRETIN for CRETIN Classics saying thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see everyone in the next video that I put out there. Thanks. Bye-bye.